everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Aery Sky Castle on Nintendo Switch. A loud game. Loud. Maybe we'll change once we actually start playing. Start, yes.
Many years ago, our world broke apart.
Today.
There was a brave young wizard who decided to fix the world. But to do so, he first had to see everything that happened. He had to explore the world and find its very essence. He had to see the damage that needed to be undone. He had to truly understand everything that happened and everything that didn't.
I say the same thing to all my Twitter or my all my Tinder matches.
As he started his journey, he quickly realized that he needed to fly to cross the gap between the floating pieces of land. He had to be small and agile, yet he had to move quickly before it was too late. He didn't have to think twice about the solution and turned himself into a little bird. He spread his wings and started his adventure to repair the broken world.
Oh, hey, I can control something. All right. Why are you so fucking loud? Didn't I say music volume low? Jesus. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to invert that. There we go. Ooh, boy, that frame rate's, that's a thing, isn't it, huh? Yeah, it's well below 30. Oh boy, yeah. The Switch may not be the platform to play this on. I mean, I like the design. You know, it's got a lot going on. It's got all these god rays and stuff. That's cool. Did I not get that? Oh, so can I quick turn or anything? I don't think I can. I don't have much control over my... Why? What do I do? Does that do anything at all? Or is it just highlighted saying, yes, I did it? I really don't know. Yeah, it's definitely not running at 1080p. It's super blurry. I think it's less than even 720p. The Y button brings up the menu, or the start button. I mean, it's a free-form game, so it's not supposed to tell you what you're supposed to do, but I would like a little bit more of a hint. The really good free-form games sort of guide you with more visual cues. Oh, what are we doing now? Am I flying? Or is this a loading screen? It's a loading screen. I think. Boy, that frame rate is rough. Look at that. I mean, it's like mostly untextured polygons too, so maybe a little too ambitious for the Switch. Or at least this engine isn't, fully optimized for it, I should say. Because I think a Switch can handle a game like this. And has, in the past, classically handled games that are set up like this. And it looks like it's an unlocked frame rate, so it's just running as fast as it can. Because if we get to a point where it's not rendering so much on the screen, we do notice that it does sort of increase the number of frames. So potentially, if another system was released that allowed for, faster processor speeds, or, well, I guess it would have to be faster processor speeds. I don't think adding more processors would necessarily increase the game's speed unless the game was well aware of the new processors. But yeah, if we had maybe faster clock speeds on another system, this might get fixed. I mean, I was a little worried about this platform, which is why I bought it on this platform, just to see if the Switch could handle this kind of game from an indie developer, without necessarily being invested in optimizing it. Well, as you can see, I mean, not even like the volume sliders work, so it's pretty rough. Yeah, why that is not a good frame rate at all. I mean, I do appreciate that it's oh, excuse me. I do appreciate that they're drawing every frame and they're not enabling frame skipping, because the frame skipping is, what makes a game really unplayable. And while I would say that this is a technically playable game, like obviously you can play it, and you can sort of compensate for the, for the rough frame rate. It's certainly not ideal. Yeah, I may have to get this on PC. This is way too unoptimized. I mean, this feels closer to an early access game than a full release on this system, at least. I mean, very late into early access, but still, yeah, that's disappointing. I mean, it retains all this, really far draw distance, and maybe that would have been something to consider. All these real complex models, even though there's not any texturing going on. It's weird, there's no sound effects at all either. I mean, besides like picking up stuff, like there's no sound of like the wind blowing or the wings flapping, more ambient sounds. Oh, okay. And didn't we play an Aery game on this system before? I'll have to look at the history, but I thought there was another Aery game on here that You know, ran significantly better. No, I actually have no idea how many of these I'm supposed to collect. Again, I don't really have a good indicator of what I'm supposed to do, and I do understand that that's part of the gameplay, is that it's a little bit more freeform. But maybe this is too freeform. Yeah, we won't play a lot of this. I won't subject you guys to this. I mean, it's just, boy, it's rough. And I'll pick it up on PC, and you know, we can do just a very, very quick compare and contrast. I mean, look at that. Is that even rendering everything? It's not. Wow. And just knowing how many of these I need to collect would be helpful. It looks like following the trail of them doesn't lead you to another one. They just kind of go off and find their way to the center. That doesn't help me get more of them. Yeah, you know, and for a system that can run the Xenosaga, or sorry, Xenoblade, I mean, I don't think it's because the system is incapable of rendering this game at a faster speed. It's just like these brief moments where the frame rate like almost hits 30, you know, when there's not much going on the screen. It's just like, oh, that's a breath of fresh air. Then you go back and turn and it's like, oh, okay, well below 30. It's weird too that I can't like control like my speed at all. It just flies at the same speed. Can't like do like tight turns or anything. I mean, it is, well, very, very basic as far as your controls are concerned. You basically just move, you know, up, down, left, right. That's all you got. Like, I see this here, but what am I... No, which ones don't I have? What am I missing? I don't really know. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good at all. This is Odd Posture. You've been watching Aery Sky Castle on Nintendo Switch. I would say that you know, if you're willing to tolerate the incredibly low frame rate, it's a relaxing kind of game. I think it may be a bit too freeform for its own good. I mean, you just fly around, you know, go through these orbs and then just hope for the best. Hopefully you got enough of them. Hopefully you know where the next one is. But the game is certainly not going to tell you any of that. It's just going to let you fly around and explore, and if that's good enough for you, I probably could not suggest this for a Switch audience. I would say that this has to be on a next-gen system or on your PC to get the true full experience the way the developers intended. It's a real shame that it doesn't run better, even at the lower frame rate and the lower resolution. I think there could be some optimizations done to it if, you know, maybe there's some motivation if the sales are there. But as it is, I really can't recommend it on this system, and that's a real shame. I like these kind of games, but yeah, I wouldn't play it on here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.